In the years after World War II, Detroit wasn't just building America's cars, it was building a new kind of automotive culture. Young men across the country were cutting, chopping, lowering, and customizing old Fords and Chevrolets into personal statements of style and speed. But in a small one-car garage in Detroit, two brothers were quietly developing skills that would eventually make them legends in the world of custom cars. Their names were Mike and Larry Alexander. Larry, the older brother, joined the Army in 1948. After returning home, he studied body and fender work through the GI Bill. Mike followed a few years later, serving in the Army before studying bodywork and paint theory himself. Together, the brothers spent their evenings working in their father's garage, shaving trim, filling body holes, repairing dents, and slowly perfecting their craft. What began as side work soon turned into something much bigger. As Larry's family grew, the brothers moved operations into a two-car garage behind Larry's home in the Detroit Brightmoor neighborhood. Neighbors began noticing something unusual happening there. A metallic green 1931 Ford Model A coupe started appearing on local streets. Loud exhaust, aggressive stance, and custom touches unlike anything else in the neighborhood. The car became one of the first true creations associated with the Alexander brothers. Word spread quickly. By 1957, Mike and Larry realized the demand for their work had grown large enough to support them full-time. They quit their regular jobs and officially opened the Alexander Brothers Custom Shop on Northwestern Highway near Evergreen Road in Southfield, Michigan. Detroit now had a new custom car powerhouse. To advertise the new shop, the brothers built a radical 1931 Ford Model A pickup known as the Grasshopper. Finished in brilliant Glade green metallic paint, the truck immediately grabbed attention and won Best Paint at the 1958 Detroit Autorama. The vehicle did exactly what the brothers hoped. It attracted serious customers and established the Alexander brothers as elite builders. Then came one of their most famous projects. In 1959, drag racer Clarence Chili Catello brought his heavily modified 1932 Ford Coupe, the Silver Sapphire, to the Alexander brothers shop. Mike and Larry reshaped portions of the car and added unique aluminum finned rocker panels. After transport, damage occurred on the way to California. The brothers recommended sending the car to George Barris and Barris Customs for final paint and bodywork. The finished car would become world famous when it appeared on the cover of the Beach Boys' album Little Deuce Coupe. The Alexander brothers had officially entered custom car history. During the 1960s, the Alexander brothers pushed their creativity even further. In 1964, they hired a young teenager named Ken Yans and began work on one of their most elegant customs, the Venturian, a futuristic 1956 Chevrolet built by Bob Masseron. The car exploded with gold metal flake paint, sculpted bodywork, and show-stopping detail in 1965. It won the prestigious Ridler Award at Detroit Autorama, one of the highest honors in the custom car world. But their most ambitious creation was still ahead. Working with Chrysler and designer Harry Bradley, the brothers transformed a Dodge A100 pickup into the futuristic Dodge Deora. The truck featured a radical cab forward design and looked more like a science fiction vehicle than a production pickup. It took 3 years to complete, but when it debuted at the 1967 Detroit Autorama, it dominated the show and captured another Ridler Award. Chrysler soon sent the Deora on a nationwide promotion tour. The Alexander brothers had become internationally recognized customizers. But just as their success reached its peak, circumstances beyond their control began closing in. Detroit's expanding freeway system targeted the property where the Alexander brothers' shop stood. Years of constant moves and heavy workloads had already taken their toll. Larry accepted a position with Ford in 1968 as a metal model maker in the body engineering department. Mike continued operating the shop with Ken Yans for a short time longer. Before finally closing, the brothers completed one last major show car, a bright yellow 1923 Ford Model T called Top Banana. The car earned yet another Ridler Award in 1969. Soon afterward, the city demolished the shop. Mike later worked at Ford's Carcraft Design Center before spending 25 years with American Sunroof Corporation's Custom Craft Division. The era of the Alexander Brothers Custom Shop had come to an end. From 1957 to 1969, roughly 60 fully customized vehicles rolled out of the Alexander Brothers Custom Shop. Their creations helped define the golden age of American custom cars. They blended Detroit engineering, hot rod attitude, futuristic styling, and handcrafted artistry into machines that still inspire builders today. And while the original shop may be gone, the legacy of Mike and Larry Alexander lives on every time a custom car rolls into an Autorama under bright lights and polished chrome. Because in the world of custom cars, legends never truly disappear.